Remember, we're going to be playing games in December if you guys want to join us. But today we are actually going to be going through data, and we're going to be looking at data handling. We're going to be starting at looking at what data handling is and what it actually does for us. And then we're going to be splitting it up into its different groups and what we can possibly do with it. Okay, all right. Data handling, I know some of you guys have done it in school. Can I ask you guys to put a thumbs up or a thumbs down in the chat? Have you guys done data handling at school? Thumbs up if you have, thumbs down if you have not. Okay, Tyler says yes. Olonda says they've already learned this. All right. Tingo says yes. Sumila says no. Sfiso says yes, excellent. And Nokwezi as well. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so I'm thinking, and Ase as well, I'm thinking this is going to go a lot faster than I was hoping, because I know that data handling is a nice section where you can basically get 100% if you do it right in your tests. Okay, hello Roland or Gideon. I'm going to keep forgetting. Hi, Gideon. There is a brain break today, Tyler, so don't stress. Okay, all right, we're going to jump straight into it. I hope you guys are ready for it. Okay, we are going to be looking at data handling, and data handling is basically taking all the information we can about people to make their lives better and putting it in one place. It's almost like doing research. Let's say, for instance, you want to come out with a new phone. Right. Now, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go and look at all the competition. Now, I want you guys to put in the chat what phone models, and don't say like Samsung Note 14. What phone brands do we know of? There are only about 6 of them, hey? 6 or 7 of them that we know for. Good. Tyler says iPhone. What other brand do we know of phones, guys? Gideon says Mobicel. And Vivo, good. What else? And Samsung, excellent. And Nokia. Anybody got anything else? Hisense, good. And Oppo, guys, I know I saw an Oppo for the first time the other day, and I was like, oh, this is a rip-off phone. But it actually is, it's a really nice phone. It looks really nice. And the picture quality is really good. Good. Huawei and Techno. I'm not sure about Tesla. I haven't seen a Tesla phone yet. But yes, I get you guys. So we're looking at the big competitors, right? And that is because that's no problem, Obonile. By the way, you made it onto the leaderboard, so congratulations, and you can go off and study. Don't worry, we record these. Okay. And BlackBerry and Vibe. Okay, you guys get the idea. So when we're collecting data, that's our competition. So when we're trying to make a new phone, we're going to go and we're going to grab an iPhone and a Samsung and a Vivo and a BlackBerry and a Vibe and a Hisense, and we're going to start comparing all the features in there in order to see how we can make a phone that is just as good or better than that. Okay, and that's the idea behind data handling. We're gathering information so that we can make life better. Okay, now there are 2 different types of data that we can get, right? We can get qualitative data, and qualitative data is something that tells us about the actual thing that we're holding. So when we're saying qualitative, we're talking about something that I can hold or see. Okay, I'm talking about something I can hold or see. So if I had to ask you guys, what is your favorite phone brand? Pop that in the chat for me. What is your favorite phone brand? At the moment, I love my Huawei. Huawei is the brand for me at the moment. Sia says iPhone. Okay. And somebody said Mobicel. I wonder what kind of phone you're getting out of a Mobicel. A Samsung, good. I'm seeing somebody saying Samsung. Leabona says a P30. Yes, P30 is a beautiful phone, exactly. Now, when I talk about all of these things, when I ask people, what kind of phone do you like? They're either going to tell me a Huawei, an iPhone, a Mobicel, a Samsung, something along those lines. Okay, Olonda, your parents are very rich. You already have a P30. I can't afford a P30 myself. But yeah, you guys, hey, you have money. Okay, sure. And a gaming phone as well. I didn't even know a gaming phone was a thing, but look at that. Okay, so we're talking about things that we can actually touch or that we can see. But that is quantitative. Now, if I had to ask you guys for quantitative data, I want you guys to tell me, how tall are you? How tall are you? Now, these things, I can't touch my tallness and I can't touch my weight. Okay, there are things that I can't touch. Gideon says he's 12.0 or 120 centimeters, I think. 120 centimeters. Remember, guys, we don't use feet and inches in South Africa. We use centimeters. Tyler, you are incredibly tall, my dude. Tyler says he's 188 centimeters tall, and that's like, you should play basketball. You should play basketball. Okay. Was that Tyler? Who said they're 100? Yes. Tingo said he's 170. No, Tyler, just go ahead and play basketball, my dude. You will kill everyone. You'll take over, you'll dominate. Sfiso says he's 130 centimeters tall, right? So when we talk about quantitative, we're talking about a quantity. Okay, something that I am measuring. Olonda, good. Good. All right, somebody else says they're 160 centimeters tall. Unati says is 175 centimeters tall. Now, these aren't things that I can touch. I can't touch my tallness. You guys are incredibly tall for 13-year-olds. Khotso's 172. Guys,
like my mind is blown here. And you just
like, guys, what do you eat?
Teacher Coco, see this? What's going on here?
You guys, like, you guys are tall. You need to tell us what you're eating. Samson, your name even says it. Your name even says it. Pap and vomit. Okay, I understand the pap part, but what about the other part?
I'm like 10 years older than you guys, and I'm half your height. I'm offended.
Oh,
actually, more than 10.
Maybe
if you guys are 12, I'm more than 10.
But Koto says he stretches daily. So maybe you should try stretching, Teacher Cat. We don't know what happened to you. Sia's 14. Tyler's also turning 14 this month. Okay. Okay. Tingo says, I eat. I eat. And that's why Samson is turning 13. All right, guys. So that's the difference between qualitative. Quality means something I can hold or see. And quantitative means a measurement. So now if I had to ask you guys, pop it in the chat if you know. If I had to ask you guys, I want to measure people's shoe size. Okay, I want to measure this shoe size. Is that qualitative or quantitative? Tell me in the chat, guys. Is it quality or quantity? Which one is it? Gideon says quality or qualitative. Samson says quantitative, so does Olonda. Which one is it? Remember, guys, quality is something I can hold or feel or see. And quantity is something that we measure. Okay, this is qualitative. I hope I'm writing correct because I'm not even seeing how I'm writing here. Quantitative is something we can measure. No worries, Keisha, welcome. It's quantitative. Good, guys. It's quantitative because I cannot hold or feel or see my shoe size. Tyler, yes. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so my shoe size is quantitative. Okay, size 9. Guys, no, this is, no. Oh, Nokwezi with her tiny little foot and a size 10.
Nokwezi, you and I are on the same boat. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry, my sweetie. Samson is a size 11. You guys are incredibly, incredibly huge. Like tall. Keisha's also a size 1.
1. Love it.
All right. So if I had to ask you guys, I want to find out what people's favorite pizza topping is. Is that qualitative or quantitative? Pizza toppings. Is that qualitative or quantitative? Sia says quantitative. Samson says qualitative. Which one is it, guys? Is it quantitative or qualitative? So Mila says
They're
qualitative.
literally alternating.
I know, it's like
quantitative.
quantitative, qualitative. Which one? Is anybody willing to unmute and tell me which one is which? Which one they chose and why? Does anybody want to raise a hand and tell me? Liabona, what do you think?
It's quantitative, ma'am.
Okay, you say it's quantitative. Remember, quantitative is something we can measure. So
No,
how will we measure?
Qualitative, ma'am.
Qualitative. Okay, why do you say qualitative?
Because then you can hold it and feel it and you can see it.
And I can also eat it. Good. I can also eat it. Good. So it's qualitative. Very well done, Liabona. Excellent. Excellent stuff. Amazing. All right. So we need to know the difference between qualitative and quantitative. Okay. Quantitative is things that I'm going to measure. Okay. If you guys Google what quantitative is, it's literally quantity is how much of something I have. So it's a measurement. And qualitative, it's like the quality. You guys know what the quality of something is. It's like the difference between going to a store and buying a Nike shoe and going to another store and buying a Mike shoe. You guys know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? Okay. It depends on the store that you went to. Did you buy a Nike or did you buy a Mike? This is the difference in quality. Same way we're gonna argue about which pizza topping is better. Is it pineapple? Is it mushrooms? This is a quantity problem. It's a quality problem. So we're always going to look at things that we can hold, feel, or see as qualitative, but things that we have to measure have a quantity, so they are quantitative. Okay, and I agree with Chingo, and I agree with guys, I will have just about anything on my pizza. I eat everything. So I don't discriminate against food. I eat it all. Except chicken legs. Sfiso, really? All right, can I get a thumbs up, thumbs down? How do we know the difference between qualitative and quantitative? Y'all are nasty. I can't believe you. Chicken head and chicken feet.
There's a lot going on in this chat.
Okay, Samila says, she's got it. Excellent. Excellent, guys. I hope we know the difference between qualitative and quantitative. Now we've got to break it down a little bit more. Okay. Oh, Khatliso's here. If you can just change her name. Thank you. Hi, Khatliso. It's so great to have you with us. Okay, excellent. Now, guys, we're going to have the difference. We're going to have a difference between quantitative data. We're going to have discrete data, because this is quantitative. Remember, we are measuring. We're going to have discrete data, and we're going to have continuous data. Now, here's the difference. If I asked you guys, how much did you get on a test, like on a class test? You're going to say, I got 40%, or I got 90%. Hopefully you guys are getting 90%, or I got 65%. Okay, that is discrete because that's something I can actually measure. Okay, I'm just looking at, I can only get numbers between 1% and 100%. Those are the only numbers that I can get. Or if I asked you, what is your shoe size? You're going to say, I'm a size 13, because some of you guys clearly have like very, very big feet. Or I'm a size 10, or I'm a size 2. That is discrete because I can only get one answer. Okay, I can get one answer. Sometimes it's going to be a whole number. Okay, it's going to be a whole number. Like if I asked you, how many siblings do you have? I have 3 siblings. Okay, I have 3 siblings. I can't have 3.5 siblings, guys. I can't have half a sibling. It doesn't work. Okay, I will. And I'm going to, we actually do have a poll, Nokwezi. In the next class, we do have a poll. Okay, so I can't have 3.5 siblings, guys. I can only have 3 siblings because half a sibling doesn't exist. I have 2 brothers and a sister. I don't have 2 brothers and a sister and a half sister. No. Okay, I only have 3 of them. Okay, but when we talk about continuous data is something like, how tall are you? How tall are you? Tell me again, guys, in the chat, how tall are we? Just pop it in the chat. How tall are we, guys? Tingo says 170. Sfiso says 130. Khoto says 172, 143. Do you see how I can get many, many, many different answers? There are many of them, and there's no gap. Like, there's no way I can say it's in between this and this. There's no in between, because when I calculate your height, you guys are going to keep growing, and they're like people who are super, super, super tall, and some people who are super, super short. So it's different numbers everywhere. Okay. Oh, no, Chris is just like, I don't know, ma'am, I'm short. Okay. We should maybe measure ourselves. You should try measuring yourself, no crazy, find out how tall you are. Okay. So there's a difference between discrete data and continuous data. Discrete data is a number where I can only get an answer, just one answer for what I'm looking for. But continuous data is going to give me many different answers. Okay, now I'm going to ask you guys. Okay, if I had to ask you guys, okay, how long it takes you to answer the quiz? Okay, how long it takes you to answer the quiz? Is that discrete? Or is that continuous? Is it discrete or continuous data? Who can tell me? Samson says discrete. Why are we saying discrete though? Nokwezi says continuous. Anybody who's brave enough to put their hand up and tell me why we say discrete or continuous? Masichaba says continuous. Lingomso says continuous. Orlando says continues. Okay, Sia, what do you say?
Ma'am, I say discrete, ma'am.
Okay, explain to me, why do you say discrete?
Because, ma'am, when you do discrete, ma'am, you can only like count like a number, like a specific amount of people, ma'am.
Okay, but we're talking about how long it takes to answer a quiz.
Yes, ma'am.
So how long would it take me to answer a quiz? If you answer the quiz and I answer the quiz, are we going to get the same answer?
No, ma'am.
No.
Because you don't know. No, ma'am.
So we don't know how long everybody's going to take to answer the quiz, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So it has to be continuous, because we're all going to get different answers, and they're going to be like 1 minute, 42 seconds, 2 minutes, 3 seconds, 5 minutes, 16 seconds, 4 days, 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Okay, everybody's going to have a different answer. So is it going to be discrete or continuous?
Continuous, ma'am.
Exactly, it's going to be continuous. Now, Sia, if I asked you, how much did someone get? How much did someone get on their quiz results? On their quiz results. Is that discrete or is that continuous?
Ma'am, discrete.
Okay, can you explain to me why it's discrete?
Ma'am, because you're basically counting the results of the people who got their results, ma'am.
Okay, but what is the highest number I can get for a quiz?
Ma'am, it actually depends, ma'am.
Okay, think about it. If I get everything right, how much am I going to get percentage-wise?
100.
Exactly, 100%. Can I get anything more than 100%?
No, ma'am.
No. So everybody is going to get a number between 1% and 100%. You understand what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's why it's discrete data, because all my values are going to be in between those values. Do you see what I mean?
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Do you see the difference between discrete and continuous data?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I want to ask one more question. Thank you, Sia, you did that beautifully. Okay, Masichaba. Okay, if I asked you to tell me how much you weigh, your weight, is that discrete or continuous data? Hi, Masichaba. Hello.
Ma'am, please repeat your question.
Okay, I want to know if I'm taking people's weight, is that going to be discrete or continuous data?
It'll be continuous
Why?
because it's like me and you will never have the same what do you call height,
Or weight in this case, right?
weight. Yes, ma'am.
Good, you're correct. Everybody's going to have a different weight, right? Like, let's say, for instance, I'm very tall and I'm kind of big, so my weight is like 88, something, 7. And yours is a lot less than that because you're tinier. So 42,3, 0, and some people are like 38,5 kgs. And we're all going to have different answers for our weight. And that makes it continuous. Exactly, Sfiso. 100%. We're always going to get something like a decimal, or it's going to be a number that doesn't look like any other numbers at all. Okay, Olonda is 34, but I can guarantee you, Olonda, it's not just 34 kgs. It's going to be like 34, something kgs. Even if it's 0, 0, 1, it's still going to be a little bit more than just 34. Okay. Can I get a thumbs up, thumbs down? Do you guys understand the difference between discrete and continuous data? Are we okay with this? Adi says, yes, absolutely. Tanwir says, yes, 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 love it. Awesome, guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So remember, only one emoji in the chat. Okay, excellent, guys, awesome. Now, there's one more thing we need to talk about, okay? I don't have a diagram here for it, but we need to talk about the difference between a population and a sample. Okay, we need to talk about the difference between a population and a sample. Mbali, I see your hand is still up. Do you have a question, my sweetie? If you don't have a question, I'm going to ask you to put your hand down for me. Yeah. Does anybody know the difference between a population and a sample? Anybody want to tell me what the difference between a population and a sample is? Olonda, if you say me, you're going to have to raise your hand, my sweetie. Hi, Olonda.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Okay, what's the difference between a population and a sample?
Population is like a number of people or things in like a place or something like that. And then a sample is like objects or like quizzes and stuff like that.
Not quite. You're almost there. You've got a population correct. It's the sample that's a little different. Okay. Okay, so your population is correct. Okay, Roland, or Gideon, what do you think?
Afternoon, miss.
Hello, how are you doing?
Fine, and you, miss.
Good, thank you.
But so sample means now was like a small part or quantity intended to show the whole of something, miss.
Excellent. You said that so beautifully. That's exactly what I was looking for. Well done, Roland. That's brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, so just like Olonda said, okay, I'm going to use an example. A population is like all the people in the world. Let's just say all the people in the world. That's a population. By the way, there's like 8 billion people on the planet, right? But now, if I want to go and ask everyone what their favorite pizza topping is, I can't go ask all the people in the world. I can't ask everybody in the world. I have to maybe go to the kids in my school, just to the kids in school. That's all. Just the kids in school. And that makes it a smaller sample because the kids in my school are still part of the people in the world, but I'm not going to go and ask all the people in the world what their favorite pizza topping is. I'm only going to ask the kids in the school. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys 2 examples, and I need you guys to tell me which one is the sample and which one is the population. Okay, I have a grade 8 class, right? I also have grade 8D. Grade 8, the whole of the grade 8s and the grade 8D class. Braden, tell me which one is the sample, which one is the population?
Ma'am, the population is grade 8 and the sample is grade 8B.
Excellent, good. Grade 8, the whole grade 8, the whole grade, that's my population. And I'm only going to be asking grade 8D questions on what I want to know. Okay. That's what we're looking for. Okay, another question. Okay, everyone answer me in the chat. Okay, I say we have a whole sports team. Okay, we have a sports team at our school, and then we also have the soccer team. Now, I want you guys to tell me in the chat, which one is the sample, the sports team or the soccer team? Tell me in the chat, guys. Which one is the sample? Excellent, Adi. Well done, good. Because I have a whole sports team and soccer is a part of sports, then my population will be the sports team. Okay, and my sample, the only people I'm considering is the soccer team within the sports team. Okay, can I get a thumbs up, thumbs down? Do you guys understand the difference between a population and a sample? Okay, give me thumbs up. I believe I'd been asking for thumbs up and thumbs down.
Yes.
So I'm seeing a few, very, very few thumbs up. So guys, please keep those thumbs up and thumbs down going, just so I can get an idea of whether you guys understand or not, because we are going to have to move on. I need to teach you guys something new, something brand new. But if you've already done data handling, then you guys should know what it is. Okay, Teacher Cat, Silas says he can't see or hear me. Can you help him out, please?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Tobani says what's sample? A sample is a small piece of the whole thing, okay? Small piece of the whole, okay? That is a sample, okay? Like if I have a sports team, the sports team is my population and my sample is just the soccer team, okay? So I have many people in my sports team, but only some of them play soccer. They don't all play soccer. So my sample is just the soccer players, okay? But it play, but the sample is just the people who play soccer, okay? Do you understand what I mean by that, Tobani? Okay. Awesome, all right. Now we're going to be learning about mode and mean. Okay, and I know that you guys have done this at school before. Can anybody tell me, I know the definition is already on the screen, but can anybody tell me what is the mode of a set of data? Now remember guys, we are talking here about either qualitative or quantitative data. It doesn't really matter. Okay, Olonda, what is a mode?
Mode is the value that comes up the most, ma'am.
Good, it's the value that comes up the most. Okay, so if I have a set of data like we do over here, okay, what is the number that comes up the most, Olonda?
It's 2, ma'am.
Good, I know I'm cheating, I'm basically giving you the answer, but there it is. Because in the set of data, 2 comes up twice, that means that my mode is 2. Okay, now the way I always remember mode, because sometimes mean, median, mode, they all start with M and it kind of gets complicated sometimes. Mode is always most. Mode is most. Mode is the one that comes up the most. Okay, and I know that they explained to you guys what the mean is in a different way to what is actually the truth, but that's something that you learn in matric more often. Gideon, what is the mean? Can you tell us what the mean is? Sfisa, the mean is not the middle number. See, I told you that they're all kind of confusing. What is the mean, David? Yes.
Must the mean is the average number must shown in the number pattern or anything.
Good. Excellent. It's the average. It's the average. Very well done. That's exactly what it is. It's the average. And the only way we can get the average, guys, is, let's say, for instance, you all take the quiz, right, at the end of the day or at the end of the Wednesday lesson. And I want to know how much more or less everyone got in the class. So I'm trying to find the average of the class. I'm going to take all the marks that you guys got for your test or for your quiz, and then I'm going to add up all your marks together, and I'm going to be like, okay, this person got 100, this one got 88, this one got 75, and I'm going to add them all up, and then I'm going to be like, okay, 30 people took the quiz. So I'm going to divide by 30. Good, that's a 10 where we're going to take the amount of marks, we're going to add up all the marks, and we're going to divide by how many people actually took the test. So now the example that they give us here is they've got 2 plus 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8, and that gave us 30. And then I have to count how many of them I have. I know I've got 30, but how many values do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to take my 30 and I'm going to divide it by 6. And the average that I'm going to get, or the mean, is 5. Sia, I see you. Got my eye on you. Okay, so we're going to test this out, guys. We're going to be learning how to calculate the mode and how to calculate the mean. I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to look at this question over here. It says, each day for a week in January, the highest temperatures in Perth, Perth is a city in Australia, were recorded. Okay, now it says, what is the total of these temperatures? Master Chabo, when we're looking for total, what do we need to do?
Ma'am, we need to add all the temperatures.
Good. All right. Excellent. That's what you're going to go do for me now. Okay. Add up all the temperatures. All right. I'm going to give you guys a minute. Whenever you're ready, pop your answer in the chat, guys. Tell me what the total is. Tyler's got a total for us. Anyone else? Tobani as well. And Tanweer. Excellent, guys. Good. So I'm going to get 3 plus 4 plus 7 plus 7 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7 is equal to, and if I add them all up, they're going to give me 42 degrees Celsius. Good. Now it says, what is the mode of these temperatures? Now remember, guys, mode is the number that shows up the most. Which number shows up the most, guys? That's it. 7 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now, they want us to calculate for the mean. Now, they've done the job for you, actually, because they've already calculated all of them together for you. What do you guys need to divide by? What are we dividing by here? That's a Tobani. Excellent. We're dividing by the number of days. How many days do we have, guys? We've got 7 days. So can you tell me what is the mean temperature, guys? That's it. Well done, Keisha and Tingo and Tobani. Excellent. So I'm going to get 42 because we've already added them up together. 42 degrees Celsius divided by, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets of data. So I'm going to divide by 7, and 42 divided by 7 is going to give me 6 degrees Celsius. So easy. Easy peasy. Okay, one more. Okay, here's another one. Okay, in Calendar, which is another city, the temperature was recorded every hour for 8 hours during the day. What is the mode and what is the mean? Guys, calculate these two for me. Tobani, that was super fast. And Adi as well. You guys wasted no time. Sure. Thanks, Google it too. And Tyler, excellent. Mode is the one that shows up the most, and that's going to be 2. Excellent. 2 degrees Celsius. Liabona, I will go back in just a little bit. Okay. I'll go back in just a bit. All right. And then what is the mean temperatures? Tabani, I'm telling you, it's not going to be 48. I think you've added them all up, but you forgot to divide by. What did you forget to divide by? That's it. And now I believe your answer. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to get 2 plus 2 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 8 plus 5 plus 4. And whatever answer I get there, I'm going to divide it by how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to divide by 8. Okay, now if I add all of this up, 2 plus 2, that's 4, 11, 20, 31, 39, 44, 48, divided by 8, and that's going to give me 6 degrees Celsius. Okay. Master Chaba, how did we get 44,5? I'm very interested by that 44,5. Did we forget to divide by 8? I think we're forgetting to divide by 8. And why is there a comma 5? Comma 5. Comma 5. Okay. All right, guys, one more. This is the last one we're going to get here. Now, this is a lot. Okay. Now read through the questions. And once you're done, guys, I want you guys to pop the fire emoji in the chat for me. Okay, because these are a lot. They're 5 questions. Work through them, and when you're done, pop the fire emoji in the chat for me. Hi, Roland.
Miss, I'm done, miss, but the chat is disabled, miss.
I see. Did you disable the chat, teacher Cat?
Yeah, it's enabled again now though.
Okay, you can post in the chat now, Roland. Okay.
Thank you, miss.
All right. Remember, we're putting the fire emoji in the chat, guys. Thanks, Adi. Adi's still writing fire, hasn't found his emojis yet. That's okay. Emerson as well. Excellent. All right. Gideon as well. Okay, let's do a quick, we're going to do a quick answer dump. Okay, everybody,
Yes,
as
ma'am.
fast as you can. What is the highest temperature recorded? Pop your answer in the chat. What is the highest temperature recorded? Oh, Silas says 11. I don't believe this, guys. Have a good look. Have a good look. I think it's 17. I see 17. Teacher Cat, do you see 17 as well? Yeah,
Yep.
I think
That's the highest.
that's definitely the highest, 17 degrees. Now I write, and then I write 12. And then I write 12. 17 degrees.
Maybe that's what happened.
Oh no. All right. Okay, guys, what is the lowest temperature recorded? What is the lowest temperature we find here? I think it is 6 degrees Celsius. Good, it's 6. Excellent, guys. 6 degrees Celsius. Okay, what is the total of these temperatures? Now remember, guys, the total, we're going to add them all up together. That's it. 11 plus 16 plus 17 plus 13 plus 11 plus 9 plus 10 plus 12 plus 6 plus 11 plus 7 plus 9 is 132 degrees Celsius. So you can just say 132. What is the mode of these temperatures? Which one shows up the most, guys? Which one shows up the most? 11. That's it. 11 degrees Celsius shows up the most. And how do we calculate the mean, guys? What is the mean that I'm looking for? I'm going to take that total that I had, that 132 degrees, and I'm going to divide it by however many values I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 132 divided by 12 is going to give me 11 degrees Celsius. Okay. I think you guys should give yourself a round of applause. You guys did that just, just fire, guys. Fire. Well done. You guys did that so well. Okay, we deserve a brain break because we actually got through everything that we needed to get through today. So I'm so proud of you guys.